welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Before we get into this video, I'm going to make a very quick introduction. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Amelia. I am 24, nearly 25. I'm a uni student and I post uni vlogs, uni videos, lifestyle kind of videos when I can. So before we get into the video, if you can give it a thumbs up if you like it, please subscribe and join a little family. Please comment down below and I'll be entirely grateful. Also follow my social medias, they are linked in the description and they should pop up somewhere on the screen. And without further ado, let's just get on with this video because I feel like I'm going to talk for a while otherwise. Just trying to make sure I'm in focus. So this video is one of my favourite videos I do every year. It comes alongside my what I got for Christmas video. This is my end of 2020 look back at 2020 and my 2021 goals. So obviously this year has been definitely a different year to what anyone ever expected, and I think it kind of impacted the whole year. I was considering maybe I shouldn't really look back at it, but for me this year's probably been one of my better years, and I'll explain a lot about that in a minute. But before I go through how this has been my better years and what I basically see if I actually ticked off my last year's goals, I'm actually going to go through this. Last year's Christmas I got this jar, it's called a memory jar, and it's not really that full but it's got some memories in it. I'm going to look through the memories that I did write down in here. They're obviously not in any order, they didn't put in here, so I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to look through what memories I did make this year. As to be fair, like I said, this has been better than I thought. I feel like it's a raffle ticket. And this feels really dirty. So the first one is moving into my new house. As obviously I moved to a new house from my other house, and don't get me wrong, I love the old house, and there is times when I miss it for certain reasons, in like the way that the house wasn't falling apart and there was no mouse in the house. We didn't really have many issues with leaking boilers and boiler making too much noise and the heating not working and situations, and we had a very nice landlady who would just be at the door in a heartbeat. Not in a heartbeat, but like as soon as she could. But I moved into my new house and I do really like it, and it feels like a good atmosphere. So yeah, that's a good memory from 2020. I am just going to throw them in the bin afterwards because I'm not going to need them for next year. What's this one? Oh, it is like a raffle ticket. Getting my second tattoo. Yeah, I got my second tattoo. It's the stars next to believe. I don't know how well I can show it. Oh my god. It's the stars just around here. I got those done in January as like a birthday present to myself because I really wanted some stars next to believe, so I got that one done then. I don't actually remember half of these ones, to be fair. It's been a while since I actually put one in here. Getting into my masters was a good memory of 2020. I literally I remember applying on Sunday. I was at work in the team room, I just having a break, and whilst I was on break I was literally applying for my masters, and then 2 days later I got in. So, and here I am doing it now, which is kind of crazy. I think back in February I'd only just made the decision to do a masters. I'm really worried I got two of the same ones in here. Oh, singing your song at Winter Showcase and not messing up. So basically before Christmas last year we did a showcase with a show choir, and I messed up the song I had a solo for, and obviously it's a bit nerve-wracking when you mess that up. And I got really nervous to go back on the stage and actually mess up again, but I didn't mess up and I was really happy. I didn't make the bin that made the floor. My birthday 2020. Yeah, my birthday this year was really good. I had a gathering and then we ended up going impromptu to prison for the night, and then we went out for drinks and it was a really nice time going for drinks. I went for drinks the next day, I went to cocktails, at, where do we go? Slug and Lettuce, which is my classic go-to place for drinks. Or spoons, because it's cheaper. This one is a really good memory. Dirty Disco, Tuesday the 28th of January. It was the best night out I had in a long time. So basically, in my final year of uni, a lot of the like clubbing nights out ended up in me crying my eyes out from just crying my eyes out, and that was the first night I just had a great time, no crying, was so happy and just enjoyed the night completely. And I would love to redo that night again. What's this one? Bought an iPad for my birthday. I think the last year was when I really started treating myself for like birthday and Christmas, and bought myself presents, and I bought the iPad because I really wanted one after, like, partly for uni, because now I take it to uni a lot, actually helpful, but partly it was just because I wanted an iPad, and I got one, and I'm really happy with it, to be fair. I need to charge it, I haven't actually used it in a long time, but I am really happy with it. Final two, I'm just going to take them both out because it's really hard. I feel like this is going to be the first one I ever put in, but we'll see. It is Panto 2019. Cast welcomed me in at this COD night, which is like one of the tech to make out the Panto, and also Neil, who played the comedy guy. I don't remember what they're called. I can't remember what character it was because I don't remember what. Snow White? Was it Snow White last year? No, it wasn't. It was not Snow White. Peter Pan? No, it wasn't. Jack and the Beanstalk. It was Jack and the Beanstalk. Can't remember who played though. But he basically just wished me good luck, and all that. It was really nice because I've seen him in the Panto since I was 16, so it was really nice because I wasn't even sure if I'd be going back because I didn't know what I'd be doing with like after uni. I didn't know if I'd be living close to here, or if I was moving out, or what was going to happen, or if I was going to be able to work, because, you know, who knows. So Panto last year was a great memory. To be fair, Panto every year is my favourite memory, apart from obviously this year. I put that in there because it just happened just at the end of 2019 when a lot of that happened, and I just felt like I might as well add it in. And finally, New Year's Eve at work, Hollywood Bowl. So I don't mention a lot of good things. I don't have a lot of my favourite memories at work. So a lot of my favourite memories happen outside of work. But that was a really good memory looking back at New Year's Eve, working New Year's Eve. It was probably the most fun. It was my first shift back after Christmas holidays last year, and it was just so nice to go back and have work on New Year's Eve, and it was so much fun, and I never thought working on New Year's Eve would be fun until then. So that's my memory jar. I've still got like loads of the notes because I didn't fill it up, and I'm gonna try and fill it up again, do it again this year, well next year, 2021, technically this year when you're seeing this, because I'm gonna try and get this up on the 1st, but I just don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what 2021 is gonna be like with the way it is. Moving on, we're gonna see if I accomplished my 2020 goals before we get onto my 2021 goals. So 2020 was a year, like we also, coronavirus hit, it was a very big impact on the world, and it literally put us in lockdown. And honestly, you know, it's one of those times it's a very uncertain time, and it can really cause a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. So I'm not saying that COVID has been the best time for me, because honestly it hasn't. Like, I have the times where I'm thinking, what happens if? Like, I'm just finding out now that the police have been kind of strict in Portsmouth, so I'm like, how am I going to get back? But I'll find a way. I should be able to get back because I'm a student, so and I have proof that I'm a student, so I should be able to get back. It's just nerve-wracking. But for me, COVID actually really did help me a year, because before I was struggling, my mental health was really not there. I was not myself. I literally felt lost. I didn't really care about anything. I didn't even care about uni at that point. Like, I really didn't care about a grade. I didn't even care about putting in the hard work to get anything past a 2-2. I was like, if I get a 2-2, I get a 2-2. It is what it is. I didn't care at all, because I was like, I had no effort in caring. And then and then COVID happened, I got into lockdown, and that's when I started really like finding myself again and feeling a bit more like at peace with myself, like really understanding what it's like to be just be by myself. And I think that was a bit what was scaring me before lockdown happened, was I was finishing uni and all my friends were there, and if I wanted to see them I could just call them up and go, hey, like, do you want to go to the pub, do you want to go for coffee, do you want to go to the library? Obviously couldn't do that when you come home. When I was thinking in my head, I can't do that when we finish uni because we're all going to be off doing other things. And I think what was going through my head at that point also was the pressure of finding a job. Everyone was finding these things and I was like, I'm not finding a job, I have no clue what's going on in my life, I'm single. And you know, when a lot of people your age who are younger are getting boyfriends, and you're sitting there like, why haven't I got one? I was a lot like that, especially at 24, and you got friends who are younger than you, who are happily in a relationship, who've been in this relationship for like 2-3 years, and then you're sitting there like, well, where's my opportunity? Like, why have I not had it? And at this point I was very much like, I felt like I needed one to be happy. Now that was which is why I'm very glad coronavirus came around and put us in lockdown. And it sounds really sad and selfish because I know it's affected a lot of people differently, but in my terms it's actually affected me pretty good. Like, and this is where it comes to my 2020 goals, because a lot of apart from at least 2 of them really came from I actually achieved from being in lockdown. So I'm pretty happy because lockdown really helped me in a good way, and I know it didn't help other people, but it helped me, and that was the main thing. Looking back on this, so the first goal from 2020 I said was to focus on myself, like focus on self-love. I will tell you this, like I said, I didn't love myself. I literally didn't care for myself at that point. I wasn't happy in myself. I literally would rather have been someone else than myself at that point. And so lockdown came around and it was just me in my room in these 4 walls, apart from the times when I'd go out my room and annoy my parents, but most of the time with me in these 4 walls with Netflix on or YouTube on. And I had to literally learn how to be by myself and focusing on myself at the time, so I did, and it really helped me focus on self-love and focus on becoming the confident person I am now. Like, I like to think I have confidence now and I'm much more happier in myself and being by myself. Like, I'm not going back to Portsmouth when I after my birthday to meet up with friends or anything like socialising, because we can't. I'm going back to Portsmouth because I'm much more better on my own there than here, because as much as I sit in my room and don't really go out of my room, it's much more, I feel more independent when I'm at uni, and so that's why I'm going back. And I don't need to be around people to be happy. It is just nice knowing that there is 2 people around my age there that I can like socialise with in that house if, like, you know, I want to. So that's one thing I definitely achieved. The next one definitely came from being in lockdown, because I know it wouldn't happen, and partly I know it's because they put the grades, they boosted the grades a little bit on every pieces of coursework we did during that period. So otherwise I probably wouldn't have got this, but I graduated with a high 2-1, which I'm entirely grateful for, I'm entirely happy with. I didn't expect it. I was like always thinking I'm gonna have a low 2-1 or a 2-2 or high 2-2, probably a high 2-2. And when the results came in saying you got a high 2 upper second class, I was very shocked but very happy. Obviously, I'm actually managed to graduate uni with a high 2-1, which is nothing I ever imagined. So but I knew it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for lockdown, partly because I boosted the grades, but also the only thing I had to distract myself was Animal Crossing. Really, didn't have any like part nights out to distract me, nothing like that, so that helped. Now this one didn't actually happen because when 2020 had started, when I did the last video, I had pretty much made my mind up that I wasn't going to do a master's and I wasn't going to stay at uni, and I just wanted to get a job. So I put on there to find a grad job. Obviously didn't happen, but I do have a master's, so that happened. The next one again helped with lockdown, and it's just the worst time. It probably was not the right time to become positive, but I put on my goals to be more positive because I was a very negative thinker about everything, and I try my hardest to become more positive. And I mean, I like to think in some ways I have become more positive now. This year has thrown spanners in it, especially in the last month with my nan passing away. Didn't exactly help me be positive, especially at this time of year, which is a time of year where usually, as much as I'm not a massive Christmas celebration person, I do try to be positive. It didn't help the situation, but obviously I tried my hardest to be positive because that's what my nan would want. So yeah, she was a very positive thinker, and I love my nan for that. And my final point, which actually was not achieved, and I know it wasn't achieved, was focus more on my work instead of leaving it to the last minute. To this day, it's still not been achieved, and I don't think it ever will. So I didn't even bother putting it on this year's goals. But yeah, I'm really happy with the fact that I did achieve 3 of them, because 3 of them were main ones, especially the first one. And you will see a similarity to the next year's goals. So yeah. So finally, it is my 2021 goals. I've made them more about things I probably can achieve over things that I can't achieve. Because of COVID, we still can't do things. Like, I was going to put travel, like do some travelling, but I can't because I don't really see that happening next year, with 2021, because of COVID still being a thing. I was gonna find a place, like move out of my family home, but I think that's gonna be like early 2022, if anything, hopefully. So I'm manifesting for it. Like, this year's definitely a year of me manifesting, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my hardest. I am gonna try and film vlogs with me doing it while saying about things I want, and I'm gonna try my hardest. I want to get into those manifestations videos and stuff. Like, I want to watch The Secret. I think that's what it's called. I just want to like learn stuff about manifestation and all that stuff. I even created a vision board, as I showed in Vlogmas Week 2. That is up on my channel, so go check it out. So for my 2021 goals, I have got, the first one is graduate my masters with a merit, because at masters they don't do like 2-1, upper 2-1 first, they do pass, merit, distinction. I don't have hopes that I will get a distinction. I'm not even thinking about that one. I'm thinking more I would love to get a merit, at least. I'm not putting myself a strict goal to the point where I have to get it. If I don't get it, I will be happy with a pass, as long as I don't fail. But I would love to graduate with a merit. Like, it is a big one, but I'm going to try my hardest. Now, this is more of a goal that will happen if COVID allows it to happen and the uni allow it to happen. But I would love to have my undergrad graduation. I'm not being funny, but we've waited long enough for it. It was meant to be in July. Obviously that got cancelled. Even though everything was opening up, which was really annoying because we could have just had it, so we would have definitely had it, and then instead of it getting postponed to May, when now things are going to get threatened being locked down again, and hopefully it will happen. I just want to have my graduation. It's something everyone looks forward to. When you do 3 years of an undergrad, that's all you want, and that's all I want. I don't care about my master's graduation. I want my undergrad graduation. I worked super hard those 3 years, and I would love to have that graduation. Another one is one that I think I'll be putting on my goals every single year, because it's been really helpful. I really love like having the chance to do this, but focusing on myself and self-love a lot more, because I really want to do that. Like, take myself on dates when things are open again. So I want to start like working out, and even if I can't go to the gym, I want to do things like running. I'm going for walks a lot more, because I genuinely think I need to get some exercise in. If I can't do that, I want to do home workouts, because I really just want to start focusing on making myself fitter, and a little bit feeling a bit more like I'm a bit more understanding that I need to put my health more forward, like eating more healthy foods like salads and just eating healthier. Like, I mean, I've kind of let myself go on a really crap diet this week and last week because it's Christmas, but after that I kind of want to start working. I want less takeouts. I literally want to restrict myself from getting takeouts and eating healthier and less snacking as well, because I think the snacking does not help me at all. The next one is, because I will be finishing my masters probably near the end of the year, like September, October time, I do want to try and find a social media marketing or social media manager, or at least a digital marketing job by the time I finish. I mean, I know it's going to be hard and I understand that it's difficult, but because I can work from home with this, I'm hoping it'll be a little bit easier, but we will see, because I feel like definitely a competitive market to work in. So my throat's really dry, so. But I want to try and get a job in that field because obviously it's what I'm doing my masters in, and I really want to like make my dream come true from that. So definitely want to do that. And my final one is I really want to work harder on my YouTube and my social media. I've been doing this now for 3, nearly 4 years. No, 2, nearly 3 years. I started in the March of my first year. So 2 years. It'll be my 3rd year anniversary in March, and I really want to work harder on it. Just continue to work on it and try new things, and really want to work on my Instagram especially because I really love it, and maybe my TikTok. I haven't done a TikTok in like ages. I think it was November was the last one. I might actually do so after filming this because I really want to get back into it. But we will see. But I just want to work harder on it all and try and see if I can grow within the next year. My goal to get to the end of 2021 with 500 subscribers, and if I do, I will be over the moon, but we will see. But yeah, those are my goals for 2021. I will say 2020 has been overall for me. I know for others it hasn't. 2020 has thrown a spanner in the works with like everyone's plans, and it's been a difficult year and it's been hard, and the end of the year for me hasn't exactly been a great start, great end considering, but overall 2020 was my favourite year. I have never been happier. I've literally not loved myself as much as I do now. Like, I've really learned how I don't need a guy in my life to be happy, and that's the most important thing in my life. Like, I'm really happy that I love myself and I enjoy my own company as well. As when I see my friends, I love spending time with them. So yeah, I love that, and I love everything about this year. Has been great for me. It's been great. I've taken on new experiences. I've seen Niall Horan do a live virtual concert, but still got to see him live in some ways. And I got to just get involved in so many things that I probably wouldn't have done if lockdown didn't become a thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, please follow my social medias, and I will see you again soon with another video.